guys, it's Kasia here again and welcome to my summer favorites. So before we start, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry that recently the videos have been every other week instead of every week. It's just because I'm having my final doctor's exam in 3 weeks exactly, and it's been just insane, the amount of studying and also some personal stuff, and I just could not film and edit video every single week. So I'm really sorry, but I will be back on schedule since the 22nd of September. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this over and be able to make more videos. So stay tuned for this. And yeah, without further ado, these are the things that I've been absolutely loving this summer. So the first thing I want to show you is a body scrub from the company Frank Body. Looks like this. It's actually kind of empty. And I once showed it even on my Instagram when I bought it, because the packaging is what really drew my attention. It's called "Guess What? You Will Be Naked in 1 minute." And also like other stuff like behind it. Anyway, that's kind of a nice touch. Anyway, except for the cool packaging, it's actually one of the coolest scrubs ever, because it's basically a pure coffee scrub. So when you look at the ingredients, there's basically just coffee and some sweet almond oil and water and some like 2 other oils or something, but there are really not many ingredients. It's vegan, and let me just tell you, the experience is just insane. I mean, I would like to show it to you, but I don't really want to put it on my hands because it's super messy, but maybe you will see. Do you? Maybe. It's basically like coffee grains, and it leaves your bathtub or shower a complete mess. Looks like, you know, a muddy dog entered, but it's so cool and leaves your skin so smooth. And also I always have this thing with the body scrubs that whether they are not really scrubbing, like they seem like a shower gel with something that is more like a massage thing but doesn't really scrub, or there are the sugar or salt scrubs which have like little crystals that are really sharp, and honestly they're just not nice and they sometimes like scratch your body. So I also don't like really these ones, and this one is just perfect because it's like really taking off the dead skin, but it doesn't scratch you because it doesn't have crystals. So yeah, it's super cool. You can get it in Sephora, and I'm definitely coming back for more. They also have ones that are not like pure coffee. They have a bit of like other scents, I think. So if you're not that into coffee, because it really smells like coffee, then maybe you can try other ones, but really cool. So that would be all for the body products, but I also have one skincare product, which is an eye cream, and it's the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Looks like this. And for me it's kind of a new thing to actually recommend an eye cream, because I have a really difficult relationship with eye creams, and if you maybe saw my skincare routine, I actually don't have an eye cream, which may even seem a bit weird because I definitely have like under eye circles and dry skin under my eyes, and I'm getting wrinkles and stuff. And the reason why there was no eye cream there is that I am allergic to basically every single eye cream I ever tried in my life. It whether irritated my eyes, that they were getting watery, even like having the eye cream, you know, kilometers from them, or I was like getting allergy on my skin under my eyes, or basically all the different configurations of disasters were always coming with eye creams. And I really tried a lot. Like, it wasn't that I tried, you know, 3 eye creams and I was just unlucky to have allergy. I literally tried like 20 and I was allergic to every single one, so I just gave up. And then I once went to Kiehl's to buy something else, and I got a sample with an eye cream, and then I thought in the house, okay, like that's a good company, maybe let's try. And it worked. Like, I didn't get any allergies whatsoever. My eyes didn't really feel that there is something there, and it worked so well. And it's also such a nice, really deep moisturizing cream, and really makes a difference, especially if you have like a really sensitive skin under your eyes like me. It's, as I said, a really thick cream, like, let's see, it's like a paste, but yeah, for everyone who has some, you know, issues of really sensitive under eyes area, that is just magic potion. What can I say? Unfortunately, the price is not really magical, but I have a feeling it will last me for like 5 years, because I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and I just don't see any of it going away. So then I have two things from makeup, and I wasn't really trying that much makeup recently because I've been mostly in the house and studying, but there are two things that I feel like I've been reaching out for the most. The one product is from Lovely. It's their gel creator, which I'm using today and I've been using basically every single day since I got it. For me, it's a perfect dupe of the Benefit Gimme Brow, and it's like 1/10 of the price, so I just don't really see a fault in it. It looks like this. It has this little wand. It's basically, as I said, a dupe for Benefit, and so cheap and so good and so like effortless brows. I mean, it's just perfect and I've been using it every day, so I thought I'll let you know. And the second thing I also mentioned before in my video, it's from Kiko. I have a whole video with the Kiko products. I've been loving a lot of them, but this specifically, oh, I just dropped it. It's their liquid eyeshadow, color 02. It's basically like a coppery gold. I have it today on my eyelids, and it has this like nice applicator, and it's been basically the only color eye makeup product that I've been using recently, because I think the proportion of the effect to time is just unbeatable. I mean, the effect is really nice, it goes so smoothly and it's super easy to blend. You can blend it with your fingers or with an eye brush. It just gives you like a really, you know, golden wow effect in a second. So super cool. Also doesn't give me allergies, even though it smells a bit like it can be a poison, but I guess it's not because I'm still here alive. So yeah, really cool product. The whole line of Kiko, of the golden summer line, is really cool, really recommended. I know that candles are not really summer items or something, but I actually have a candle that I think has the most refreshing and kind of smell that it just, you know, like lifts you up. But I actually cannot like take out now a perfect Yankee candle to show you, because I don't have it in a candle, I have it in a wax. And that's a candle wax from Yankee. And if you're not really familiar with the whole like waxes things, you should be, because it's the biggest money saver for all the like candle lovers. Obviously, if you like, you know, just the look of the candle, you need to buy a candle. But if you don't really care that much of the look of the candle, but you just want to have nice smell and you like changing smells and everything, and you don't want to spend a fortune on the candles, because let's be honest, they are really expensive, my recommendation is to buy the candle burner. This is the one that I have, and basically you just put like a little tea light candle, you know, the little dollar stores or Biedronka stores candles. You just put it here, you light it up, and here on top you put a wax. This is a burnt wax already, as you can see, but basically you just unpack this wax, put it here, and this one is warming up, and you know, and the wax is giving you the smell. Also, the amazing thing with this is that you don't need a whole wax. I mean, maybe if you have like 300 meters house that you want it, you know, all to smell, then yes. But if you just want to put it like in one room or something, like 1/4 of the wax or even less is enough for one time. And then if you have some wax left, you can like scoop it out and put more, change a candle, do whatever you want. And the waxes are, well, I think they're like 9 zloty or like €2 or something. I don't know exactly how much this candle burner costed, because I got it as a present, but I'm sure that it really paid for itself already with the amount of candle waxes we burned here and how much we were using it. And as I said, the aloe vera was definitely my summer smell. I actually have two TV series recommendations for you, which I've been absolutely loving together with my fiancé. I don't even know if I really have to recommend it because I feel like there's been so much about it and so much commotion, but I think it's fully understandable because it's just such a unique TV series, I think, because there is not really anything like this out there. And of course it's not like exactly a new idea because it's based on a book and there was already a movie on it like 20 years ago or something like this. So if you don't really know what the story is about, it's set in the quite near future. However, there is not really a year set there, but it kind of seems like a near future because of the surroundings and the world that kind of looks the same like ours. However, because of the sudden big decrease in the birth rate and basically a lack of kids being born, there has been a huge political / religious change in the United States, and the country of Gilead has been established. And basically the whole purpose of this country is to bring more kids to the world. And they are doing so by instituting the role of a handmaid, which is basically a girl that has been proven to be fertile and therefore is forced to give birth to the families of the really important and rich commanders. Anyway, the whole idea is really crazy and kind of, out of the blue, but I think the big success of this TV series is that the more you watch it, the more you feel like you're finding these little bits of the stories that are scarily reminding you of the reality we live in and just open your eyes to some stuff, which I think is really cool. The second recommendation is a TV series that I was also recommended by my friend Monica. And basically it's not a new TV series, it's been like 4 seasons already, and it's the Peaky Blinders. I honestly don't know how I was living, not knowing about this TV series, but we absolutely fell in love with it. It's kind of a series that you need to have a bit of patience at the very beginning because the episodes are quite long and the story is kind of building a bit slowly from the very beginning, so you really need to push through these first 2 or 3 episodes. But after this, oh my god, you just don't want to stop watching it. And it's basically a story set in England before the Second World War or after the First World War, however you want to call it, and it's basically about the English Birmingham kind of mafia or like a gypsy origin mafia sort of thing. It's really interesting, it really keeps you in suspense, and I'm not really a fan of that kind of TV series, with mafia or shooting, but it's a totally different thing. It really keeps you in the old British spirit and it's just so cool. And if you're still not convinced, I think you should just look at the main character, Tommy Shelby, and honestly, he could be the only reason to watch this TV series, and it would be a sufficient reason. And the last thing I want to share with you is something kind of new. I don't really know if that's something to put in favorites video, but I thought to put it anyway because I've been so lucky to do some traveling in the recent months before this studying craziness, and I just thought I want to share with you 2 places that for me were just such an experience and were so breathtaking. And as I said, I have 2 of these places, not that there was no more, but I think there is always, this one thing that just really takes your breath away and really makes you want to come back to the same place, to the same thing, to do it again, to see it again, because it's just so amazing. And there were 2 things that I really felt like this about them. And the first thing and the first place is in Sardinia. We're in Sardinia at the beginning of June. It's a really, really beautiful island and it has tons of amazing places, amazing beaches, amazing bays to see, but there was this one place that was actually a total accident that we went to. We didn't plan it, it wasn't on our lists of the most amazing beaches or bays to see, but we just went there by accident because we went for a little cruise with a boat, and we actually took a little bit of a different cruise than we planned before and went to the bay that we were not supposed to go. And the little bay that absolutely stole our hearts is called Calabriola, and I will put a photo of it here, or a part of my video, because it's featured in our Sardinia vlog video, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it down below. And it was just the most beautiful beach or bay I ever saw in my life, absolutely from a dream. And the thing with this Cala, this bay, is that you cannot like walk there, that you cannot really like get there on foot. You need to take a boat because there's basically like a wall, maybe unless you're like a real climber, you know, with ropes or something, but you cannot really walk there. So the only way to get there is with the boat, and they have this rule that they only let on this beach a set number of people, so there is never like too many people, and it's just amazing. And I know that whenever we go again to Sardinia, which I really hope we will, we'll definitely go there. After Sardinia we actually went to Paris, and if you want to start talking about the places to see in Paris, we could probably like, you know, talk till tomorrow. But there was one place we went to and I was so mesmerized by it that, I mean, there is no way we're going to Paris again, and we are not going again there. And it's Lido Cabaret. And maybe it's because I was never in a like real cabaret, definitely not in Paris, but it was just amazing. And what I have to say is that the tickets to the show are quite pricey, so it's definitely not the thing that you just, you know, walk by and just, okay, let's enter, it's 10 euro. It's much more. But I feel like if you have some sort of a budget for a trip and you have a little bit more, I would definitely prefer to go and see this cabaret and then eat sandwiches in the subway for the rest of my trip than to, you know, spend money or, I don't know, food or alcohol or something and not see this cabaret. So that's just my opinion. We're actually really lucky because we got the tickets as a gift from my fiance's mom. So I didn't really have this, you know, thing if to go or not to go, but now when I know, I can like definitely cross-heartedly recommend it. Okay, so that would be all for my favorites. I know they're not the typical, you know, beauty favorites, but I hope you liked it. These were just honestly my highlights of this summer, so that's what I wanted to share with you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, it would really mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!